Hi, Pisces. Some smudge to cleanse the space. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at the sun placement, the moon placement, and the other planetary placements to get a look at those wonderful, beautiful magicians, the full card. It's coming up for you. Good positive energy at this time for you, Pisces. I do look at the energy that is surrounding you, but first and foremost, I do trust my intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. And Pisces, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Trust your inner voice. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. In my readings, that's really what I aim for. It's, helping you, guiding you into trusting your intuition and knowing what is for you and what is not for you. We all are born with the unique ability to connect and touch and talk and communicate with spirit. And it's just about practicing. And I do like to think that during these readings, we're practicing. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. If this is your first time tuning in, when we look at that first row, when we look at that top row, that is your public life, your professional life. The second row is your home life, your private life, your love life. And final row is final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Three of Wands, moving forward, moving into the future, the next step, getting ready for the next step. And that next step is backed or forced by an ending. You have experienced an ending, are experiencing an ending, and now you're looking towards the future. You're getting ready to move forward. And I love that this moving forward is the Three of Wands, because that's our passion, that's our desires, finding and aligning with our life's path, our life's purpose. I love that. And it is really coming together for you, especially after the 10 of Swords as an ending. It might not feel like it, but it has set you on your life's path. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week, Pisces, because we start off with the Magician card, which is we have everything that we need for this new beginning, for this fresh start. And here we have, actually the Fool and the Magician are the same card. When we look at the Fool, that is the beginning of the journey. And he's being divinely led, divinely guided by this dog here, by this guide, by the spirit guide, which is represented by this dog. But take note of that hobo's backpack. He has everything he needs in that backpack, in his stash. And here we see that he has unpacked. He has put on his robe, and in that pack was the cups, the pentacles, the swords, the wand. the infinite knowledge. You have everything you need. Change is constant, but you have everything you need for this fresh start, this new beginning. The table is set, the banquet is ready. And then we have the Ace of Cups. You're starting a new job, starting a new career, starting a project, starting something new that is going to be emotionally and spiritually fulfilling for you. It's going to be emotionally and spiritually fulfilling for you because you are on the right path. This new project, this that you've started, is in alignment with your life's purpose. It's like whatever this is that you are starting, I don't know if it's a new job, a school, continuing your education, opening a business, moving, relocating, but whatever this is new in your life that you are starting, it is because it was destined for you. It's your aligning you or has you on your life's path, your life's purpose. You know, change is a constant. Many times, I think that change is really the only certainty in life. We can be certain that things are going to change. And as much as we try to prepare for change, as much as we may be open to the newness of change, we can never expect the change to go how we thought it might. So, you know, change is constant, but change is never as we expect it to be. And it never quite goes according to plan, but we will find that it goes as it was meant to be. And I'm just getting that feeling, that energy about this situation is that there's a lot of change. There's some major change here in your life. And why we may have been expecting it, we may have been looking for it, it's not quite going how we thought it was going to go. It's not quite going how we thought it was going to go, but it is going how it was meant to go. This change is designed for you to be or align with your life's path. The best advice at this time is to go with the flow, to roll with the change, to try not to oversteer. It's almost like I'm envisioning, you know, we're in the water and maybe the water is not as calm as we would like to be, and we're having the rudder and we're fighting with it, and maybe just turn into the wave a little bit more and really go with the flow and really let the current guide you at this time. And then we have the Seven of Cups. I like to call this my a lot card. And why I like to call it a lot is if we look closer at those cups, we can see there's all kinds of things in there, and there's cups and there's fullness. And then we can all see this background, which is almost like cloudy, lack of clarity, lack of focus. And it's lack of clarity and lack of focus because we have so much going on here. And then we can also see you right here. And it's almost like you're lost, you're back in the shadow because of a lot because of everything that is going on. It could be maybe our thoughts are running away from us. It could be that we're wanting too much too soon, but we're just lost in the allotness. Followed by the Justice card. Judgment call. Information that is going to ask you to make a judgment call. Out of chaos comes clarity. The Ten of Pentacles and legacy wealth. Legacy wealth is really about the wealth that is gifted or was gifted to us by our ancestors or by those that came before us. The Two of Pentacles, finding balance. The two in tarot does represent balance, but it can also represent contrast and choice. And the pentacles in the tarot represents the physical. It represents the external being. It's like what we build our foundation on. There is shocking information that you're going to be receiving on a family member or from a family member. Shocking information that you're going to receive from a family member or about a family member. Or maybe even about a close friend, but someone that you would consider family. Whether this is a family member or close friends, it has you wanting to take action. This information that you learn is having you want to take action. And maybe even moving. Or does moving seem, maybe moving might seem a little bit extreme? But you will most definitely, if not moving, be purging your living space and purging your living space from things that are no longer serving you. It's almost like you're wanting to declutter, you're wanting to create a living space that is reflective of you and reflective of a positive mindset and positive energy. After you purge your environment of everything that is no longer serving you and everything that is no longer aligning with your life's purpose, with your soul's mission, do a quick smudging ceremony. I really do love those smudging ceremonies and smudging. And so the important thing about smudging or cleansing our living space is, first we need to clean and organize the space. We need to cleanse the energy with a smudge, but then we also need to end with a blessing, which is why I do the chimes. It's like the cleaning and the smudging cleanse the space and clear the negative energies. But then we also want to make sure that we say a prayer, that we do a blessing, even a chime or a ringing of a bell to bring in the positive energy. And then we have the Death card. The Death card. Something is lacking zest. Something is lacking zeal, lacking fire, lacking passion. I like to call the Death card the lack, the no color, the lack of color, because we can see there's no color in the steed, there's no color in this horse, and really there isn't a lot of color. There's a lack. Moving through lack. And then we have the Six of Wands, victory, the winning of the crowd, people looking on and cheering. The Seven of Pentacles, looking back at all of the work and all of the effort that we have put into something. A time of contemplation. And then here we have, you're looking back at everything that you put in and feeling that that has fallen short. You have really put in your energy. You've really put in your heart and soul into a situation, and it has lacked color. It has lacked zeal. And you're ready to move on. But in the process of moving on, you have been looking back at all that you have said and all that you have done and the effort that you've put forth, and not seeing the results of that and feeling like you were left out, like there was still a lack. It's like you've put in everything that you had into this situation, and now there's the lack. And I'm not even really surprised seeing these cards here in final thoughts, final messages, Pisces. This week's full moon does have you in a perfect position to form deeper and more meaningful connections. And you have the unique ability to understand others. And it's your unique ability to understand others that will put you in a position to help. And I think that you're putting yourself in a position to help yourself. It's almost like, look at everything that you have done for others, all that you've invested in others, and not seen results. And Source, Spirit, is letting you know it's time to invest in yourself. And that is the message I have for Pisces. Thank you, Pisces. You have a blessed week.